Ladies and gentlemen, life has a way of knocking us down when we least expect it. One moment you're on top of the mountain, and the next, the ground beneath you gives way. You lose the job, the relationship falls apart, your health takes a hit, or life simply blindsides you with a storm you never saw coming. But here's what I want you to understand: adversity does not come to destroy you. It comes to develop you. It comes to reveal what's inside of you that comfort could never bring out. You see, every trial you face carries within it the seed of a greater triumph. The pain you feel today has the potential to become the strength you carry tomorrow. The heartbreak you endure can become the wisdom that shapes your future. But you must choose, because pain can either make you bitter or it can make you better. It can either be your prison or it can be your platform. The difference lies in your perspective. Some of the greatest victories in history were birthed from moments of deep adversity. Champions are not crowned because they never lost. They are crowned because they refused to stay down when they did. Every setback became a setup for a comeback. And the same can be true for you. When life hits you, it's not asking if you're ready. It's testing to see if you're willing. Willing to rise again. Willing to fight again. Willing to believe again, even when everything around you screams that it's over. Adversity is not a punishment. It's preparation. It's training ground. It's the place where your resilience is built, your courage is tested, and your purpose is revealed. The people who rise from adversity don't do so because they had it easy. No, they rise because they learn to find strength in the struggle. They refuse to let the storm define them. They refuse to allow trials to become tombstones. Instead, they built stepping stones out of their pain, and those stones carried them into their destiny. So today I say to you, don't run from your trials. Don't curse your adversity. Look it square in the eye and declare, "You will not break me. You will make me stronger. You will not bury me. You will birth something greater in me." Because inside of every difficulty lies an opportunity. Inside of every challenge lies a chance for transformation. And inside of you lies everything you need to rise again. The question is not whether adversity will come. It will. The question is, will you let it define you or will you let it refine you? The choice is yours. But if you choose to rise, if you choose to fight, if you choose to endure, then I promise you this: your trials will become your triumphs, and your story will be the light that inspires others to rise too. Adversity is not the end, it's the beginning of strength. So many people think that when hard times hit, it's over. They feel like failure is final, like rejection is permanent, like disappointment is proof that they're not good enough. But that's not true. When life pushes you to the ground, it's not trying to end you. It's testing to see what you're made of. Strength isn't built when everything is comfortable. Strength is built when your back is against the wall, when your resources are gone, when your friends have left, when your own heart feels like it can't take another hit. That is when strength shows up. Think about it. Steel is not forged in calm waters, it's forged in fire. Diamonds don't form under light pressure. They're formed under crushing weight and unimaginable heat. And the same is true for you. Every time adversity knocks on your door, it's an invitation to grow stronger, to rise higher, to discover a level of resilience you didn't know you had. Without adversity, you would never tap into your full power. Without struggle, you would never find out what you're truly capable of. There are people who stop at adversity. They let pain define them. They let failure chain them. They say, "This is it for me," and they live the rest of their lives bitter and broken. But then there are others, those who see adversity not as the end, but as the beginning. They see it as the classroom where strength is taught. They know that when life says no, they've just been handed a lesson that will prepare them for a greater yes. Strength is born in the moments you thought you couldn't go on, but did anyway. It's born when you had no money, no help, no encouragement, but you kept fighting for your dream. It's born when tears were rolling down your face, but you wiped them away and said, "I'm not done yet." Adversity will introduce you to a version of yourself that comfort never could. It will unlock courage, determination, and persistence. And when you come through the fire, you won't just be stronger, you'll be unstoppable. So don't despise adversity, respect it. Don't run from it, face it, because every challenge you've survived has prepared you for this moment. And the strength you gain through adversity will carry you to victories you never imagined. Every trial carries the seed of a hidden triumph. That means nothing you face is wasted. The loss, the heartbreak, the betrayal, the failure, it all carries within it something greater if you choose to look for it. But here's the problem: most people get stuck staring at the trial. They replay the failure, they relive the pain, they rehearse the disappointment until it becomes their identity. And because they never look deeper, they never find the seed of triumph hidden inside. The seed of triumph is the lesson, the wisdom, the growth. It's the insight you couldn't learn in a book. It's the strength you never would have gained without the struggle. When a farmer plants a seed, he doesn't see the tree right away. He has to believe that buried inside that tiny seed is something greater. He waters it, he protects it, he waits for it. And in time, it grows into something much bigger than what was planted. Life works the same way. Inside your trial, there's a seed, but it's buried. You've got to be patient. You've got to trust that even though you can't see it yet, something powerful is being formed. When you fail, the seed of triumph may be the lesson that teaches you how to succeed the next time. When you're rejected, the seed might be the redirection towards something better. When you lose something valuable, the seed might be the discovery that what you really needed was already inside of you. Every seed of triumph is a gift, but it only grows if you choose to nurture it with hope, perseverance, and faith. Don't curse your trials. Don't let them convince you that life is against you. Instead, start asking, what is the seed here? What is life trying to teach me? How can I grow from this? Because if you can find the seed, you can find the triumph. And once it grows, you'll look back and realize that what you thought was your greatest loss was actually the foundation for your greatest victory. The trials of life may bury you, but they can never keep you down if you choose to rise. Buried within your pain is the power to triumph. Buried within your adversity is your advantage. Buried within your hardest moment is your highest calling. And when you decide to stop focusing on the dirt and start focusing on the seed, you'll rise from adversity and walk into triumph. Your pain can either break you or build you. It's your choice. Life will hand you experiences that cut deep, that leave scars, that make you question your worth and your purpose. Pain is something no one can escape. But here's the truth: pain itself doesn't define you. Your response to it does. The same pain that shatters one person into pieces is the very pain that molds another person to greatness. It's not the pain that decides, it's the person. When you go through something devastating, you have two roads in front of you. One road is bitterness. You let the hurt turn into resentment, the disappointment into hopelessness, the failure into self-pity. You sit in your pain and convince yourself life is unfair, that you're done, that nothing good will ever come. And when you walk that road, pain breaks you. You stop dreaming. You stop believing. You stop fighting. But there's another road, the road of choice. The road where you take that same pain and say, I will not let this destroy me. I will use this. That's when pain becomes a teacher instead of a tormentor. That's when pain becomes the chisel that shapes you, the fire that forges you, the pressure that polishes you. If you decide to walk this road, pain builds you. It builds a strength in you that no comfort could ever create. Think about it. Some of the most powerful leaders, inventors, and creators were people who had to endure unthinkable pain. They didn't let their pain break them. They harnessed it. They found purpose in it. They chose to turn their wounds into wisdom, their setbacks into setups, and their scars into stories that inspired the world. The pain was the same, but the choice was different. You can't always control what happens to you, but you can always control what happens in you. Life will hurt you. People will betray you. Doors will slam in your face. But it's your choice whether you let it chain you or change you. It's your choice whether you let it leave you broken or let it build you into someone stronger than ever before. Pain can be a curse or it can be a catalyst. And the choice is always yours. So the next time pain comes knocking, don't ask, why me? Ask instead, what can I become because of this? What strength can I build here? What wisdom can I carry forward? And when you choose to let pain build you instead of break you, you'll realize every wound was preparing you for your breakthrough. Resilience is forged in the fire of life's hardest moments. You don't become resilient because life is easy. You don't become strong because everything works in your favor. Resilience is born in struggle. It's built when you face challenges that feel bigger than you and still take a step forward. It's created when life drops you into the fire and you come out not burned, but brighter. When you think about fire, you know it has two functions: it can destroy or it can refine. Gold is refined in fire. Steel is strengthened in fire. And resilience, the ability to bend without breaking, to get knocked down and still rise, is only forged in fire. You don't learn resilience when everything is smooth sailing. You learn it when the storms hit, when the winds blow, when the waves crash, and you have no choice but to swim or sink. Resilience doesn't mean you don't feel the pain. It doesn't mean you don't get tired. It doesn't mean you never cry. Resilience means you feel all of it and still refuse to give up. It's the power to say, I may bend, but I will not break. I may fall, but I will rise again. That's resilience. And once it's forged in you, nothing can take it away. The hardest moments in your life, the betrayals, the losses, the failures, the heartbreaks, are the very fires where resilience is made. Every time you come through one of those moments, you become stronger, tougher, more unshakable. And that resilience becomes your superpower, because while others collapse under pressure, you've learned how to stand tall. While others give up when it hurts, you've learned how to keep moving. Resilience is not about avoiding fire, it's about thriving in it. It's about knowing that the flames won't destroy you, they'll define you. Every time life throws you into the fire, it's handing you an opportunity to be refined, to become purer, stronger, and more valuable than you were before. So the next time you're in the heat, remind yourself, this is not the end. This is the forge. I am being shaped into something greater. And when you come out of the fire, your resilience will shine as proof that no trial, no pain, no hardship has the power to stop you. Because resilience forged in fire is resilience that can never be broken. Faith and perseverance are the engines that drive you through the darkest tunnels toward the light. Faith is the inner vision that allows you to see a finish line when your natural eyes only see obstacles. Perseverance is the discipline to keep moving forward even when everything in you screams to stop. Together, they create a force that cannot be denied. Faith doesn't mean you won't face doubt. Faith doesn't mean the road will be smooth. Faith means you choose to believe impossibility despite the impossibility of your situation. It's the decision to say, I don't know how, I don't know when, but I know this, I will come out of this stronger. Faith is the fuel that keeps your hope alive when circumstances try to choke it. Without faith, adversity looks permanent. With faith, adversity becomes temporary, just another stepping stone to your breakthrough. But faith without perseverance is powerless. It's easy to believe when everything is going your way, but what happens when nothing seems to work? What happens when the doors stay closed, the phone doesn't ring, the opportunities don't show up? That's where perseverance kicks in. Perseverance says, I will keep going even when the results don't show up. I will keep fighting even when progress feels invisible. Perseverance is the muscle that grows when you push through resistance. The problem with most people is not that they don't have dreams. It's that they don't have the stamina to keep pursuing those dreams when life gets hard. They start strong, but when adversity shows up, they quit. But those who win, those who rise, those who achieve the impossible, are the ones who keep pushing no matter how long it takes. Faith gives you the vision. Perseverance makes it a reality. Look at anyone who has overcome great odds. You will always find these two forces at work. Faith to see beyond the present moment. Perseverance to grind through every setback until the vision becomes real. Every successful person has been tested. Every person who has achieved greatness has had moments of doubt, moments of despair, moments where quitting seemed easier. But they kept believing and they kept moving. That's why they rose. Your greatest victories will come not from what you achieve instantly, but from what you refuse to quit on despite the struggle. The road is long, but if you anchor yourself in faith and perseverance, you will reach your destination. Remember, it's not about how fast you get there, it's about never giving up until you do. Faith is the map. Perseverance is the journey. Together, they guarantee you arrive. When you rise from adversity, you're not just coming back. You're coming back with power, with wisdom, with experience, with scars that tell your story. Your comeback is not just about surviving, it's about thriving after the storm. It's about proving to yourself and the world that what tried to destroy you became the very reason you grew stronger. A comeback is not a return to who you were. It's a transformation into who you were meant to be. Every setback is an invitation for a comeback. Life will knock you down, but every time you rise with more strength. A comeback is not just about regaining ground. It's about gaining new ground. It's about walking into levels you never would have reached had you not been knocked down in the first place. Trials come not to end you, but to elevate you. Think of a seed buried in the dirt. It looks like it's been crushed, like it's been buried to die. But in reality, it's been planted to grow. That's your setback. People may write you off, circumstances may press you down, but you are not buried, you are planted. Your comeback is the sprout that breaks through the soil, stronger and higher than before. Comebacks are powerful because they inspire. When people see you rise after being knocked down, when they see you smile after the tears, when they see you succeed after failure, they see what's possible for them too. Your comeback story becomes someone else's survival guide. But let's be clear, comebacks don't happen by accident. They happen by choice. You must choose not to stay down. You must choose to fight again. You must choose to believe again. You must choose to rebuild. And when you do, your life will shine with a glow only adversity could have given you. So don't be ashamed of your trials. Don't hide your scars. Wear them as proof that you survived, that you overcame, that you refused to be defeated. Your trials may have been tough, but your triumph will be tougher. And when your comeback arrives, it will silence every doubt, it will overshadow every failure, and it will prove that no adversity has the power to keep you from your destiny. When life knocks you down, it's not the end, it's the invitation to rise higher than you've ever been before. Every trial you've faced, every storm you've endured, every setback that tried to break you has been shaping you for the victory ahead. You are not defined by the adversity you encounter. You are defined by the way you rise from it. The pain you've carried was not wasted. It became your strength. The tears you've shed watered the soil of your growth. The battles you fought prepared you for triumph. This is your moment to stop seeing adversity as punishment and start seeing it as preparation. You are stronger because of what you've survived. You are wiser because of what you've learned. And you are destined to turn those trials into triumphs if you refuse to quit. So, decide today that no matter how hard it gets, you will rise. Decide that your story will not end in defeat, but in victory. Decide that your life will be the testimony that adversity is not the final word. Resilience is. Keep the faith, persevere through the struggle, and prepare for your comeback. Because when you rise from adversity, you don't just win. You inspire the world to believe that they can rise too.